Warning: the following video might contain moments that might be too disturbing for some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. My life has always been pretty cheerful. It was made possible by my friends, family, a bright future at my university, and nothing in particular harmful happening to me so far. Everyone I know has nice thoughts of me, as I have of them. All my teachers and I get along well, and despite having no known relatives other than my parents, I don't really care much. I always thought of my friends as brothers. I had, however, something I hid for years. I, like many other people I know, am a 90s kid. I'm pretty sure even adults during that time liked those years too. Because it was all about video games, simplicity, and good TV cartoons. Yes, good TV cartoons. The dream of becoming a cartoon tester came to me when I was just 6 years old. My parents accepted it delightfully when I told them. After all, it was the perfect job for someone my age. One afternoon, they took me to Nickelodeon HQ. I was so excited to see everything they were making before anybody else watched it. My friends would be so jealous. I stood there in a room with a big TV and a DVD player. The first time I actually saw one. There were about 5 other kids that were, like me, expecting to watch cartoons all day. The room felt somewhat like a living room, probably to make us feel more comfortable. It had a carpet, chairs, a table, potted plants, and a nice warm shade of red paint on the walls. A staff member came out of nowhere with a CD, smiling at us. "We're going to make a new series on Nick Jr. If you like it, then we'll send the first season to your parents in no time," he said with a cheery tone. All the kids and me started celebrating as the man inserted the CD inside the DVD player. I'll be back in a while," he said with a bright smile as he left the room. The TV displayed a static screen, which was odd since it was the newest they had been selling that year. Eventually, it would show a warm fireplace burning. The camera then panned out to reveal the whole room. There was no music at all, nor did the sequence introduce anything. The room looked warm and soft. A chair faced a window, showing stars in the night sky. A bald head was on the chair. It slowly turned, showing a face with big, creepy eyes and surprisingly realistic mouth. Me and all the kids were surprised about this man and his appearance. We waited to see what happened. A robotic, emotionless voice broke the silence as the man said, "Oh, I didn't see you there." The camera turned around, showing his crudely made CGI body. He greeted us and said, "Hello, I'm Gregory. This is my room." The camera zoomed on his creepy face. "We're going to have so much fun together, just the two of us." He pointed at the window. "We can look at the stars together." He held a book. "We can read a book together." The camera showed us the fireplace, as Gregory said. "We can stare into the glorious flames of the fireplace together." The silence was crushing. All the kids looked confused and at each other. We waited again as Gregory stared into the fire. His face suddenly appeared again, and the camera slowly zoomed in. "But no matter what we do, it'll just be the two of us, and no one else in this room. Just me and you. No parents, no police. No one can hear you." The sort of background music began playing as his face got closer and closer. Not only that, but his face in the background itself started to get weird as transparent flames took over the place. "Embrace me. I need love. Gregory needs love." The movie ended with his paralyzed face all over the screen. Every kid started crying uncontrollably as the man from some minutes ago came in. He had a very angry look on his face, and his words pierced through my memory. I thought that guy learned his lesson long ago, but," he yelled fiercely as he went for the door, along with the other kids. The screen went blank, as I secretly took the CD. It had clean, simple, plain text written on it that said, "Gregory's room." After a few days, there was some news about parents suing Nickelodeon for showing inappropriate content. They even got as far as labeling the incident as a show that was ultimately rejected due to a poor focus group result. My parents were so frightened that they didn't let me near the place again. We lived relatively close to Nick HQ. Until then, I kept the CD with me, hoping to understand one day the meaning of such a dreadful creation. So that was Gregory's Room, a lost episode creepypasta, and my thoughts on it. That's actually pretty good. And this creepypasta actually just is written in 2013, and I think it becomes more popular in recent years, which is surprising to hear since this creepypasta is pretty much unknown back in those days, but it becomes a bit more popular in recent years. And the story itself is actually pretty good. And the Gregory's room stuff, yeah, that's pretty unsettling since it's just have just mentioned about like how it's actually feel like a like a old CG animation. Says those like back in those days when like CG animation just like had like the more static, a very primitive look than like in recent years. And in the last moment in that Gregory's room stuff is pretty crazy and scary. Like the Gregory's room is on fire and his face is just like paralyzed and kind of look like I think melted, I guess. And overall, this is actually a pretty solid and good creepypasta. So yeah. So anyways, I just hope you guys enjoyed this creepypasta reading video. So like and comment video and subscribe my content. So this is Mr. Freddy here, and I hope you have a very good day. So bye.